anytime. Like there's no piece there. Oh, I just had it backwards. Saved there for everyone to see forever. I don't care. I don't care. You can see, yeah, it shows you what was said during the chat. Why would it? Oh, I'm on a different room. Right, because I'm in the hobby room, not in the. I don't have Discord up on this computer. Takes up too much. This computer is a piece of junk. So serve its energy. See, this is a very low maintenance sort of stream. Video games using up all the RAMs. I'm gonna say it should. I usually try to keep it quiet enough to be kind of just like in the background. Again, it's all loud to me. Oh, I see you. I feel like you should know if you say things out. but how do I put it? Like I talk to myself a lot, especially at work. But I know what I'm talking. 24 and 25. cut away from your fingers, not towards them. Do as I... By the way, we are currently cleaning up parts to make the waist. Waist is done, then we'll probably get build should be done. Sorta. Yeah, but I don't think I'd put in the effort. Oh, please don't fall to the ground. I don't think I'd put in the effort of streaming it. I mean, geez, how many models did I build before I started streaming, you know? You know, I think part of it I realized that, like, I realized that if I didn't stream this, then there was a chance that I would stop doing it. Yeah, because a lot of my time had switched from, if I'm dropping this super tiny piece and if it falls on the ground, it's gonna take me forever to find it. Realized that because of all the time I was spending with you specifically after C2A2, that I think I realized that I needed to somehow figure out how to make this part of the routine, or else I would just never do it again, not anytime soon. Okay. Charge it. Charge it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I realized, like, I kind of sort of realized that at a certain point that I was like, oh, I can do this and still, you know, and then still keep you, not have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not avoid. but I could do this and here, sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Right, and I guess that's what I'm trying to say is like, if I include you, hey, hey, Cage, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I know if I include you, then it's hard to explain. It's nice when everything works out, I guess, is the what I'm trying to say in the end. Like, you know, because yeah, I have friends whose significant others aren't interested in their hobbies in any way, shape, or form. A lot of times that just results in them not having hobbies anymore. And that does suck. So I am glad that right. Exactly. It works out well that way. And once I kind of realized it, and it wasn't just like, you know, because there's part of you that's just like, part of your brain that's just like, oh, they're just being nice. You know what I mean? Once I realized that it's like, oh no, you really do. Okay, watching this stuff. It's not even that, I don't even think you enjoy watching it. I think you just enjoy that it's me doing it. So maybe I'm just abusing my power by doing this stuff. I do. Mm-hmm. Sure. I just feel off. I mean, I guess it is. Just feels probably right though. It's the chillin' out stream. Yep. It's you watch me. Yeah. See, I think these are supposed to like. These are like vents. It seem off. I mean, it's I don't think it is. I think it's just. It's funny because I've sort of built the same exact model once before. So I should understand how this works. But for some reason I'm just having a real hard time trying to... Well, you know, the thing with these models is like usually stuff just kind of snaps. It's just, oh, it's snapped in. And then it works. And then you're good. I think it's right. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to like hide the vents, but the pieces come off so easily. I guess that's right. I guess it's right. It looks fine. It just, like I said, most parts like snap. Most parts snap, and these are not. Sorta, yeah. I guess that's the problem. We're at B12, E27, so this is A. I know the alphabet. Let's see. 13 and you know, it's funny because like every time I do one of these models, I'm always kind of experimenting with my cutting technique, because I'm always trying to find the best way that leaves the least amount of marks to have to clean up. Do I paint them? If I could turn the camera, hold on. The paint's back there. So, and the answer to that question is no, I don't paint them. No, I actually haven't I haven't painted them yet. That's the kind of paint that I like to do is like detail painting and stuff. So it's so eventually. Yeah, I do want to paint. I've done a little bit of painting. Well, I'll show you something. I have this other model sitting here. This is the main reason why I don't paint, because it causes like some sort of anxiety in me. So I'll show you this right here. This is a model that I had built and put together, and I had separated all the parts so I could paint it, and then I started to paint it, and like I didn't like the way it was looking, so then I had to clean all the paint off of it, and then I haven't gone back to it since. I've kind of talked about this in a couple other streams too, though, is as I've kind of gotten more into the hobby, the more I've kind of realized that when I build a model or buy a model to build, right, I like to I buy models because I like the way that they look, right? So most people who paint these models, they usually paint them to customize the way that they look, right? And I personally think of it that way. Like, okay, I bought this model because I like the way that it looks. Now, not every model is super color accurate, so it's not exactly the way that the way it looks on the box isn't always the way that that it looks when you've built it, because there are certain things that they just don't make the right parts for. Like, I'll give an example here. If it's out here, it might be in the box. Let's see. It's not in the box. Where did I put it? Keep the box closed again. It's gonna be around here somewhere. If I can find it. Is it? Where did I put it at? I put it to the side the other day because it was getting in my way. Look at that. You know what? Hold on. Okay. So just for example, right? Got 2 sets of headphones in. For example, right? I'm having issues. Having some real issues here. Okay. So for example, so we got regular unicorn right here, right? Regular unicorn has all of its parts and everything, but there are some details like its eyes and there's like a little beacon that's on its forehead and stuff like that that are this emerald green color, and they don't make an emerald green color for the plastics. So what they do is they send you these stickers to put on them, right? And I think that looks really cheap and chintzy. So what I do is, well, in theory, this is what I do. I haven't actually done it yet. This is just kind of a decision that I've made recently, is that anything that requires a sticker that needs to be color corrected, I think from now on, that's the kind of details I'll paint in and stuff, because I think the paint looks better than trying to put a sticker on it, so. So yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing. This is why I wish the chat could hear you right now, because I wouldn't look like I'm talking to myself. But right. So, because I'm listening to someone on Discord at the same time that I'm also chatting, so you can't hear them, but I can. So anyway, so what they were asking was, or saying that eventually I should just start painting them. Well, the thing is like, okay, if I go ahead and paint them, it's just going to be the same colors they already are, right? Because that's the point. I like the way that they look, so I just color them same color. And they're already glossy, they're already nice looking. And so I don't think I would do that. Because again, if I ever get inspired, because you know, if you go on these like subreddit for Gunpla and stuff like that, if you look for that kind of stuff, when people customize these things, it's incredible the work that they do. And there hasn't been a moment yet for me personally where I've looked at a model that I was building and I think to myself, like, I think that would look better in blue. You know what I mean? And maybe one day, maybe when I get into more master grades and stuff like that, because maybe with the extra details and stuff, that will inspire me. But at least with high grades, I don't like. Even when I go, like, I don't know, like Cage, I don't know if you've ever been out to in Orland Park near the mall. There's a hobby shop called Hobby Town, and they sell a lot of models there. That's like my second favorite store to go to. Actually, there's an even better store in Joliet called Waltz, which that place sells even more of them. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh crap, I completely lost my train of thought. I wish I could rewind what I was saying. Yeah, no, there's a reason I brought up Hobby Town, and I can't remember what the reason was. Yes. I completely forgot what I was going to say. It had something to do with master grades. Oh, right. I remember now. So, yes. At Hobby Town in Orland Park, one of the guys that works there, he does models and stuff, and he actually kind of like teaches, like, well, not teaches, I shouldn't say teaches, but he runs like a night, I think it's like every other Sunday or something like that, where you can go in and like it's a bunch of builders who they just build Gundams all night, and like the guy will be there. So there's one. Okay, so the guy that's kind of in charge of the Gundam area at Hobby Town, he does like painting on like I guess you'd say like a pro level. Like he puts a lot of his models and stuff into competitions that then like they go to Japan and stuff like that, because that's where they do the world tournament of like Gunpla and stuff like that. And so they have like a display case there with all the models that people have built and brought in and give to them. And it's interesting because I noticed that a lot of people who do the high grades, which are these models, these smaller models, what they do is they repaint them in a matte finish. So like these all look very glossy, they're very shiny. So what they do is they repaint them so they're almost like a flat color, which I personally think looks really good. So I've thought about that too, is repainting them to be the same colors but matte colors, but I haven't. I just haven't. But I think it looks really sweet. I think it looks really cool. And it would definitely be something maybe someday I'd be interested in doing. Yeah. See, if I was ever to repaint the clear plastic stuff, I think what I would do is there's a paint company, Gaia Notes. I believe it's Gaia Notes makes it. They make a ultraviolet paint. Is it ultraviolet paint? I think it's ultraviolet paint. But basically they sell it in like green, red, purple, you know. And basically what it does is it's like a clear paint that you paint over it. But like if I was to say get the red one, right? It would make it so that if you ever put this kit in a black light, it would be fluorescent. It would be like fluorescent. Like it would make the whole thing glow. And that would be really cool. I think that's what it does. So there's a lot of really cool, interesting paints. The problem is you have to import almost all of them. Or find a company that that sells them, and they're few and far between. So, Gaia Notes. It makes me so sad that there's no retailers around here that sell Gaia Notes, because I mean, Hobbytown only just started carrying Mr. Color, which Mr. Colored is like the standard, I guess you would say, for model making, for specifically Gunpla, I'll say. In fact, it's so much the standard. I'll show you this. So this part right here tells you what colors you need for the paints. So if you're going to paint it gray, you need these colors and everything, right? It's all written in Japanese, so you can't read it unless I just use Google Translate and translate it. That's how I get the answers for that. But all the colors that are on the back there are all, if you translate them, they're all the name of Mr. Color colors specifically. So that's how much of the standard it is. It's literally like, you know, like I'm thinking specifically, there's a color of red called like Madder Red or something like that, like MADDER, Madder Red, and it's a Mr. Color color. Like they're the people who make the paint that's called that, for example. And when I noticed that that was the name of the red that they were asking for on another model, I was like, oh, I see. So Mr. Color it is. So, and then let's see. Oh wow, that is so funny. So I just pulled over here and pulled a random paint out. See if you can read it. Yeah. I grabbed it was the red Matter. That was the one I grabbed. It was the exact one I was talking about at random. I just grabbed a random color and it was the red one. Anyway, yeah, it is like, it's, the only thing is a lot of these paints are more for like, airbrushing. So like Warhammer paint is way easier to like Warhammer paint is great for, or Citadel paint is really great for detail painting. In fact, it would probably be really good for what I like to do here. Most Gunpla modelers, they airbrush. I have seen some hand painted models and it just looks just a little wrong. Like I mean, when you're doing like fine, if I was doing like fine little details on here and just like filling in little crevices and stuff like that, it would look fine. But I mean, you're taking long brush strokes, and like brush strokes on something that's mechanical looking, I guess, ends up making it look kind of shoddy. Like it doesn't look professional in any way, shape, or form. Not that it has to look professional, but like it's uneven. And like you gotta think of it like it's like the difference between painting like a painting and painting a car. And like Citadel paints are good for painting a painting, and airbrush paints are good for painting a car. You get that smooth look instead of that like painterly look. But yeah, actually, since I'm more interested in detail painting, I bet you Citadel paints would actually work really good for me. But I kind of stick with what's known out there. I'll tell you, actually, there's another hobby shop in Joliet. It's right off of 55 by the mall out there. I think it's called Leisure Hour Hobbies. They have a lot of Citadel paints, so if you're ever looking for Citadel paints, they have quite a bit there. Um, I think Waltz has it too, but since I'm just never in the miniature area, I don't think I've ever noticed if they do or not. But I think they carry Citadel paint. You would probably want to call them. And I'll tell you right now, Hobbytown absolutely carries it. I don't know what kind of stock they have, because that's really my only issue with Hobbytown, is that, like, if I go in there more than once a month, is they have the same stock there every time I go there. Like, when I go to Waltz, they have different stock every time I go in, so. Yeah, right. But yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it's you know, different paints for different jobs. That's a big part of it. I mean, I like yeah, for painting miniatures, Citadel's gonna be probably unquestionably the best. I've never heard anyone say anything but Citadel myself. I mean, I'm sure you could also use just like other paints and stuff, but yeah, in my experience, I've never heard anyone say a negative thing about Citadel for miniatures. I'll show you what I use. Technically, I use 4 different kinds of paints. Well, I use this brand here is Vallejo, and they make this brand is their Mecha color. This is specifically for plastic models like Gundams and stuff like that. This is Mr. Color. This is the one I was explaining to you. Like, this is the standard for Gunpla. Hello? This I didn't do it. So this one I haven't played around with yet, but I saw it at the store. I thought it looked nice. This is called Mission Models. The only thing I'm not crazy about is that you have to buy like other kind of stuff to put into the paint to make it work. I have heard this is also good for miniatures too. Waltz and Hobbytown, I know for sure, have a ton of these colors. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Actually, when they first brought them to Hobbytown, they put out a manual for them that you could pick up. And if I can find it, I'll show it to you, but I don't know if I have it handy. Give me one sec here. Making a mess. Is this it? No. Here it is. So this is really cool, actually. I never really seen another company do this. Mission Models, what they do is they give you this. This is free. Like, you just walk, when they have their display at the store, they have this sitting here, and it kind of explains like how to use their paints, like how you want to mix the stuff together for what job you're using it for. So like to just use paints straight from the bottle, if you're going to use the primer, the thinner, mixing ratios. It shows like if you're going to make a matte finish, to use this many drops of matte paint, to use this many drops of thinner. Let's see. And then my favorite part of this whole thing is it gives you an entire catalog of all the colors that they make. Which is, I mean, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So, I want to use them because if I like the way that they look, then, you know, I might switch to them more often. But I just haven't had a chance. Oops, trying to put these away. There we go. How did I fit all this stuff in here to begin with? Okay. Yeah, okay, it's all in there. Anyway, and then I'll show you. Let's see, what else do I got here? And I have these. Oh, these are great. These are Alclad. Alclad, they make the best metallic. So if you want something to look like shiny and chrome, this is the best. This is the best brand. I mean, just, I don't know if you can really see it, but this is their chrome actually here. It's very metally, and I only have a couple of theirs. I have that, and then I have stainless steel. See how that looks too. This is like stainless steel I bought because like these gray parts here, I was thinking about starting to paint those, but I think I'll do that on like the master grade kits that have the inner frames that you can do that with. But and then the other brand I use, I have some down here. This brand, you can literally find this brand anywhere. They're good, like they're very good. Nothing wrong with them in any way, shape, or form. It's just that there's a couple of other brands I just like more, but this is just Tamiya. You can find this anywhere. Any hobby store you go to, they have Tamiya. And Tamiya has a ton of colors. So, oh, look at, why? I just opened up a shelf down here. It's just filled with runners, just empty runners. I don't know what I was thinking. What's down here? Nothing. Okay, so that one's empty. That was weird. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. A little tour of all my paint stuff. And then you can't see it from here, but I just have just tons of paint thinners and primers. That's it. Oh, this one's separated. We got black primer. Let's see. Gray primer. Gloss. Just all sorts of. Anyway, yeah. Lots of goodies. Lots of goodies. You haven't even seen the backlog yet. That's what you gotta see. You gotta see. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. If I had a way, if I could show on the camera, I'd have to move my whole laptop here to do it, but you know, and that's the thing. It's a lot of stuff, but it's like this is in the end, all you really need is if you just want to build. I just realized I finished this page. I'm on the last page. All right, if you just want to build stuff, like the only thing you need, knife, these. I think that's it. I think that's really all you need. Painting is part of the fun, but like I said, I started building again because it's relaxing. That's really all it is. I mean, I know you paint miniatures. So, I mean, you get it. You would understand for sure. Just going out, putting on some music, just painting. Very relaxing. Just kind of turn your brain off. If I start doing more detail painting, though, I'll probably, I could see myself getting into miniature painting too, but the thing is I don't play any of those games. The sandpaper? Oh, dude. So here's the thing. Oh, man. So one of the things with model building is that there is a lot of sanding involved, and it's my least favorite thing to do. So I try to figure out what's the best way for me to not have to sand anything. So because I've tried that in so many ways, I've like amassed a weirdly large collection of sanding utensils. So I'll show you what I got here. So first off, just plain sandpaper. And I have like I got like a bunch of different grits. As you can see. These I just bought off of Amazon, and they work fine, but they don't last very long. Like, you're lucky if you can get through like one model using a whole sheet of that sandpaper. So then the next thing I tried, which is what I think most people use, is these, knock my mic around, is these sticks, right? And as you can see, I've abused some of these quite a bit. And I actually liked the way these sticks work, but again, they don't last very long. They kind of break down really easy. So stopped using the sticks, and then I started, where did I go next? The next thing I tried is I went back to sandpaper, but I found these sandpapers here that they have a sticky back. So you take the backs off and you cut what you need off of it, and then you stick it to one of these, and then it's just like you use that to sand, right? And that worked okay, but again, sandpaper just isn't very durable. So I tried some of these, right? And the big problem with these, just by looking at them, is that they are huge and you can't really sand anything with them. So, but I kind of liked the way that they looked, and so I went ahead and I bought some of the sticks, these sticks, from the same brand, and that right now, that's the best option I've found so far, is those. I will be right back though. So We're back. Here, look right here. Sees himself. Oh, there he is. You get him? Alright. Alright, back to the job at hand. Alright, where was I? Okay. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up finishing Senua's Sacrifice soon. For some reason I was under the impression that the new one would be coming out sooner, but it's still not coming out for like another year or so. Which is fine. I'm interested in seeing what happens with that story because it seems I've been playing through it and I've been talking through it, and the more I play the first one, the more I feel like I'm pretty convinced that it's all happening in Senua's head. I don't think it's I don't even think any of it's in reality. I think it's all in her head. I don't know. But, I guess we won't know for sure until the second game comes out, which, it's weird because that's probably the game that I don't know, in the last couple of years I've been the most hyped for it. Like Cyberpunk? Whatever, man. Cyberpunk. No, actually, I do want to play Cyberpunk eventually, but the thing is like long RPGs like that, I don't I need to like, I like dedicating a lot of time to them, and geez, I don't even remember the last time I had a lot of time. Do just about anything. Hours and hours and hours of entertainment. Oh, we're getting there. Let's see, E23. Kids were staying at home having a good time with the COVIDs. Delivering mail. I am an essential worker. We actually got a thing today and I don't know if I'm supposed to keep it or what I'm supposed to do with it, but it's it's a letter. It's a letter that the post office gave to all its employees to basically, from what I understand, it's you hand this letter to the cops to basically be like, look, I'm delivering mail. Don't tell me what to do. I guess it has more to do with COVID than anything, though. So it's like, so if it's in case we get pulled over at night or something like that delivering mail, which God forbid we're out at night delivering mail, but it happens. The idea is that it's there to basically cover us. Be like, no, I work for the post office. Here's proof. But I thought that was pretty funny. We are above your police. God, guys, I can't tell you how glad I'm going to be done with this model. Not that it's not. This is literally a smaller version of a model I did. Would have been last March, not 2020 March 2019. I had done this model before, but not this specific model. Maybe I'll dig them out and show them to you. In fact, I think I will at the end. Once we get to the end of this stream, I'll dig them out and let's see, how much more do we got here? I don't think there's anything left after 38. You know, sometimes you hear a bass beat and you can't tell if it's the song or if it's my dog coughing in the background. Not you though, right, Tight? Don't even look at me. Disrespecting me. Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird. I'm talking about all the different tools and stuff, all the different paints, all the different tools and all that. I did kind of go through a phase when I was first starting to get back into the hobby where I was literally just collecting tools. I wanted to be ready for anything. Well, turns out there's a lot of tools out there that you don't really need unless you plan on doing a lot of customizing. And since that's not really my goal, I have to be pretty useless, but whatever. I've been craving to watch some Aqua Teen Hunger Force lately, by the way. I've never seen any of like the later, like what do you call it, the like all the ones where they started changing the names so they didn't have to re-up their their copyright. I thought that was pretty genius. Go. One down. You know what the funniest part about this, honestly, to me, is I'm gonna have to do this again one more time, probably. Well, no, I take that back. I mean, specifically, I'm gonna be building the HG unicorn in destroy mode for a third time at some point. I think I'm gonna leave it for a real rainy day because, like I said, I built this guy in 2019, a different version of him, You know, again, not that this isn't a fun build, because this is a pretty fun build. But I will say that anytime you do any model again, it's just kind of like, well, I've been here, done that. Unless it's a model that you love building. I always hear all sorts of wonderful stories about people who built the same GM like 18 times, painted different colors every time. But for me personally, you know, I haven't really built a lot of doubles of things now that I think about it. I'm wondering if I was into like GMs, would I ever get sick of building GMs, because there's 80 bajillion different GMs that you can build, but look at that. Peasy. Did I put this? I think I put the other one on backwards. Okay. Nope. No. I was right the first time. I don't even know if I need this thing. I could probably just... That fits better now. Yeah, that looks good. All right. You know what's one of the things that's kind of funny is, as I'm building this model, it's making me think back on the other one and thinking to myself, like, am I missing a piece? Because, like, I think I might be. Anyway. D2. D2. Because I have all these extra parts laying around, and I have... I'm gonna have to go through and check to see what's missing from where. Gosh, I do not like how that's put in there. What a terrible way to... Whatever. The big nub. I watched the Attack on Titan premiere the other day, and that show's pretty good still. You know, I read ahead. I'm one of those guys. Couldn't contain myself to not do that, so I read ahead, and but it's gonna get interesting. I can say that much. There are certain things I just can't wait to see how they do it. Because insanity, just absolute insanity. I'm not gonna spoil anything, don't worry, but there are a lot of moments at the end near the end. I shouldn't say at the end because it's not over yet. There's a lot of moments that are just they're the easiest way to put it is they're bigger and crazier than anything that's ever been in the show before. And you know, the show is already big and crazy. So I'm super interested in what they do, how they do it. Really do think that it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. There's a lot of again, no spoilers. It's kind of it's probably on this like a level of like when someone first told someone, oh, Steven Spielberg is making Jurassic Park. And you think to yourself, like, how's he gonna make Jurassic Park? Like, how are you gonna do all those dinosaurs and stuff? Like that. Especially with the new production studio. Now, you know, I've heard a lot of people complaining about the new Titan models being CGI. And like, first off, it could have been a lot worse than it was. There's only maybe a couple of times where I noticed it a lot. But if you're telling me that first scene, spoilers for the first episode, I guess, but you're telling me that you watch that first scene where the armored Titan comes down and crushes that wall and the smoke is clearing and he's standing there and he's looking all cool, that isn't just that wasn't the best that character has ever looked ever? You're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong. That new model is ridiculous. And it looks so good. I don't care who made it or how it was made. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, that first episode was so good, it almost made me want to go back and just like rewatch the first 3 seasons, but the only way I would do that is if I tricked someone into watching it with me. I got my buddy to rewatch Breaking Bad, or watch Breaking Bad, I should say, for the first time. I just rewatched it with him. It's like, why would I not? It's too good not to watch. Chunk, 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 chunk. Really? Okay. Can't argue. like these pieces right here are D3. I had to have missed something. I had to have missed something. I'm gonna have to take a look. You know, sometimes they reuse the same runners on a bunch of different models, so there is a possibility that this runner is just like, you know, gun runner. It makes gun. But I want to know for sure. Woo. I think I started talking about this before, and I think I lost track of what I was saying, but I think one of the reasons I'm so excited to get this done. Wait a minute. No. One of the reasons I'm so excited to get this done is because when this is over with, it's time for the first real grade. Feels kind of like I'm graduating, even though I still have a lot of high grades to build. A lot. It does kind of feel like graduating, finally. I think, I don't know why. Sorry. I don't know why. I've been so apprehensive to moving on to another grade. Maybe part of it is just like, and maybe I just never, I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue, to tell you the truth. I can't think of any good reason why it took me so long. Can he equip his gun any place? Just, okay, I see. But yeah, anyway, so as I was saying, I don't know why I was so apprehensive to move on to another grade. It doesn't make any sense. I'm definitely gonna have to go back through this thing and take a look, because I definitely have too many pieces laying around on these runners still. Other than maybe it's a price thing. Maybe I was thinking like, I don't want to spend $50 on a model or $30 on a model. Although I'm more than happy to go to the store and spend like $50 on 3 models. Or, you know, the dendrobium that's sitting under my desk. Let's not talk about the cost on that one. I just realized this doesn't come with a beam sword. What Gundam model doesn't come with a beam sword? Crazy. think I'm gonna put the gun. Oh, 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 almost lost it. But I didn't. It's gotta be right. I can't, it's gotta be the right way. It looks so dumb the other way. Wait a minute. Can it even go the other way? Yeah, it can. Oh, that fits. Whatever. Whatever. For some reason it fits now. I'm not going to question these things. These are just things that happen. The beam sword. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Land on the floor. But yeah, I guess it's just a matter of overcoming doubts on things, because you know, once I maybe once I do my first couple of new grades, I'll feel comfortable enough to do my first custom. Who knows? Who knows? This is a path to many things that some consider to be unnatural. I have some real issues here with this. Supposed to kind of get it the trigger up in here. That sticks in there. This flush now. It's still not flush. I don't know. Be flush. All right, we got it. Get it, boys. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna keep the gun hand on. Gun hand. All right. So, one down. Right, the shield. Alright, before I do the shield though, I want to go back because, like I said, there's too many parts laying around here that feel belong to something. For example, these little blue pieces right here, 31 and 32. Where are those supposed to go? There they are. We found them. This is way back in step 5, guys. I'm so smart. How dumb. Hey guys, never pick up a blade by the blade. Don't do it, it's not cool. Give in to peer pressure, kids. Come on. I think where they put that gate makes it really hard to. It's off. Causing it more damage. Well, you know what? It's going to be hidden anyway, so. The camera moved? I think the camera moved. Oh, maybe it didn't move. I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just crazy. Wait, what's that song? I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. Probably showing my age. I cannot express the disappointment that I have in myself right now for doing this. Real bozo. Alright, let's see if this will be easy to... Oh, it's just on the backpack, so I think I can just take the backpack right off. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, so this is... Ugh. Not good. It's not good. Alright. Oh gosh. Really paying attention. Holy cow. Apparently when I was building this, I was doing it with my eyes closed. Up all sorts of stuff. Wonder I thought I was barely using the D. D runner. Wasn't paying attention and using half the parts on it. Sorry, I keep moving my hands. I gotta get better at that. I need to figure out. I don't know if I just need to sit closer to the table and that's the problem. Probably is. Probably helps half the issues that I have with the stream. I always end up pulling myself away. Although with my hands moving around and stuff, it really causes like the autofocus to go crazy. But you know, an LG cam. What do you expect? Better than the laptop's camera. The laptop camera can't even keep up with how fast my mouth is moving. Alright, now I got it the way it's supposed to be. So these go... Oop. Get how it, I think it's supposed to fit, but no, I can't go that way. Oh, I can't go that way either. Okay, let me look again. Like this. Here. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense then. I mean, yeah. Looks cool. Before I put it back on though, okay, so
We're gonna go through our runners real quick. D runner's got another one of these D3s on it. I have 2 of those laying around. Let's look real quick. Ah! There it is. Wait. What? Holy cow. Where was I? Okay. Think you're about to be done with something and then you realize I didn't finish so many things. How did I miss all this stuff? Okay, I know this is part of the shield, so I don't have to worry about that. Is this running? Part of the shield too. So then I got parts of the shield here. Wow. That's really neat. Wow. Alright. D-Runner's done. Put that to the side. Apparently, I forgot to put like the vents on the shoulders. Yep, I would never have noticed either. Never. Would have packed it away. You know, the only reason I noticed that missing parts was because I accidentally cut out the actual vent piece for this piece here, which kind of made me realize how many pieces I had on the runner still. So this is just this is good. I'm glad this happened actually. Wow, look at that. This goes on. I feel like that's not supposed to move, but it is moving. I do wish I knew it. I gotta tell you what, man. Other than the head, real jostly, as you can see. I don't know if maybe it's just because the first one that I built was one of the first models I built in ages. Still parts, okay, so I still got a little bit of just about every runner left. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if it was just because the first one that I built was so early on in me getting back into the hobby, but I feel like the other version that I have of this model is looser. Other than the head, like I said, the head. And I'll tell you right now, these fins right here, they won't stay in the other model item. And I am seriously wondering if I'm missing a piece. And actually I'm kind of excited now because I'm totally gonna dig that box out and we're gonna take a look to see how bad of a job I did the first time. I don't know how anyone else feels about stream beats. I appreciate that they exist, but I really do wish I could just play whatever I wanted without having to worry about copyright protection. Because what are the genres? The genres are like hip hop, EDM. Look, he looks pretty dope. Anyway. Hip hop, EDM. I don't remember. 4 electronic musical things. All of them, not a fan of. I don't know how else to put it. Not my kind of music, but try to play the music I want. I'll get demonetized. Not that I'm currently monetized. Not that I particularly care if I'm monetized. But, you know, might as well try it. Try to do it. Okay. Now let's finish up that shield. Back to here. Alright, so B. We're gonna finish, even with the little break there, we're gonna finish pretty much on time. I usually like to do 2-hour streams or so. Not really a set time, that's just seems to be the amount of time that I want to do stuff. B runner is empty. So exciting. I nick it like that. It sucks. I hate it, but it's the one nice thing about it being a white piece is white pieces, you don't see the flaws. Unless you paint them. And then you see every flaw. You're like, how did I massacred my boy? I massacred my boy. It's better. I wonder if anyone's ever done like a conversion of like a mech-based RPG. And this is a dumb question. I already know the answer to this question, but it just kind of popped in my head. I wonder if anyone has ever done like a proper not mech warrior RPG. Because I would be down to clown for that. That'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to do like a kind of like it'd be interesting because obviously I'm a big fan of the UC timeline. So I think the hard part about that is that in the UC timeline there are multiple Gundams running around. Not that you have to be a Gundam at all, but I would assume that most people would prefer to be a Gundam because it's a Gundam. But point is, I'm just curious. I'm wondering what that would even look like, honestly. I think it'd actually be kind of weird, but... Oh, this is all one piece, huh? Interesting. I think the one on the other model was 4 separate pieces. But again... Oh, no. What else am I missing? There's more parts on here. Alright, we'll get to it in a second. We will finish this shield first. Hard plastic, sure. I mean... Oh, the beast. Alright. With the... Okay. Right. Let's get the next piece. Genuinely curious what else I missed. There's just 2 extra parts on the E runner here. I really gotta quit that. I gotta figure out. I think it's just natural for people to want to take something they're working on and bring it closer to them. So I bring it over here. Start, doing my thing over here. Can't see what I'm doing. I gotta stop that, man. Oh, cool. I need one of these. For Uno. I think that's going to be it for that. I don't think I'm going to need any more pieces. How's this fit in here? I see. Tight fit though. Pretty. This actually have a very, I think pretty cleaned off and everything. Oh, there's another piece left somewhere. $18. Okay. This is an extra piece, so I will probably be just putting it to the side. Think, right? Shield on him. He needs the rest of his wings, though. Sounds pretty tragic. I love the shields on the unicorn. They're so cool looking. They're so cool. I hate dropping pieces. There must be. We as a society figured such good ways to organize and keep our spaces clean. Somebody must have figured out a way to some sort of pad that glues gunpla pieces to the ground so they don't bounce and you can find them easily. Actually, you know who I bet you probably has figured that one out? It's probably Lego builders. I have a feeling. Lego builder out there that's like, yes, I've made a mat that fixes exactly that problem. Yeah, it would suck to step on a plane wheel part because you'd probably break it. It would suck worse. Stepping on a Lego. What a wonderful day. What? Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Put it on backward. Come on. Come on, little one. It fit. So, all that really mattered, probably. All right. Okay. Probably have to take that right back off because we have E21 and 22. Apparently I completely missed. And I'll bet you they go right up in the front here, right? 22. Okay, well that's easy enough. I can just take this off right here. Fix that right away. Those are some cool looking parts too. I've been really disappointed if I would have forgotten about them. Seriously, I'd love to open up a box of... Well, we'll get to it. Really interested in comparing these to the first time I built this model. Not even on like a purely like, ooh, I wonder how much better I am at cleaning pieces, or does it look better, whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't really care about that. What I'm interested in is how many pieces did I miss on my original build of this? Because just watching how easily it was for me to miss stuff on here. Although, you know, sometimes, how do I put it? Sometimes, I guess you would call it like a cockiness of just like, oh, I know how to build these things. Easy, my friend. So, I'm not saying that that was part of it, but I mean, also the instructions were kind of meh, whatever. I am not going to make excuses for my mistakes. I am going to accept them and move on. Boom, dada, boom, dada, bing. Actually, these fit so much tighter on now, and I understand why, because I was trying to put them in a space where they were supposed to be more flush, and they weren't more flush because, well, your crotch back on. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a Gundam. That's a Gundam. All right, it's done. Oh, let me turn the music back on too while I'm at it. That was crazy. The song literally started the moment I pressed that button. Anyway, put the knife away. God hands covered. Look at this guy. Look, he's pretty neat. Pretty neat looking. Like I said, I'll probably do detail painting at another point in time. I had a better way to focus this so that you guys could see it better. I could put it over in this camera, but... Hi! A Gundam. I think the easiest way to do it is just to lay him down and have a look. In comparison, which was kind of the point of this whole thing, to, wow. I really got this guy stuck in here. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. That was funny. Put them back together as he should be. So for those of you who don't watch anime or Gundam or Unicorn Gundam specifically, this is regular old Unicorn Gundam. is fancy stuff. Does the shield open up? No, it stays closed even. Okay. So here's this cool beam saber that this guy doesn't have. Comes with a big old cannon. And then basically Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Gundam. So that's kind of what this is kind of what this process has been all about, actually, to be honest with you. It's showing building the models. It's about building these high grade units so you can see what the process looks like of building these high grade units. You see it takes approximately 4, 6, 8 hours to build a single high grade. You know, that's with cleaning and so on. See, it's hard to lay him down because he's got a bazooka on his back. And you can see, because they're high grades, that there's a unicorn, what we call unicorn mode, and then unicorn destroy mode. In the actual show, this one transforms into this one, but you know, high grades aren't really built for that sort of thing. So this is what we got. Now I'll be right back. 1 sec. All right. So this here is the original version of this kit that I built. I mean, basically all the same except for extra parts. It is the full armor version of the Unicorn Gundam. It is a little different, I'm noticing. I mean, other than just the obvious, just like, look at it. Oh. It's very decal heavy. I'm noticing that this version here, only came with stickers for its eyes and stuff. This thing, look at all the decals on it. I don't even remember doing this. It's impressive to me that I tried out by starting out by. It's really hard to tell on this camera. Move it down. But you can see decals on the arms, the chest, just everywhere. Even on the side here. Wow, what a pain in the neck this must have been to build. Also, I noticed that just looking at the plastic, like a milkier color. Like, this is pure white. This is more of an off-white. Will say though that I'm a little surprised. For some reason, I was thinking that. For some reason, I was thinking that this kit was a lot looser than it is, and it's not actually. It's quite malleable. Malleable, sure. Marks here. At least I was right about that. Well, I am surprised. It is actually fairly clean looking. So yeah, so here we go. And just another example of the differences. This is the regular high grade Gundam destroy mode, and this is the full armor destroy mode. I'll show you one more thing while I'm at it after I put this gentleman away back in his coffin until he is ready for display. It's Bubba right here. Look at that. Look at that. So this is the kit for... I mean, it's basically the same kit as that other one I just pulled out that I've already done in the past, but I don't know if you would call it the correct colors? I don't know. Because the thing is he goes into... He has different colors depending on how in touch with his feelings he has. I don't know how to put it. Anyway, you can see here what it looks like. I actually really like the colors on this one. So I'm interested. I'm very interested in... Does it come with a stand? Let me check real quick. Okay, no, it looked like it came with a green stand though. I would have been super hyped about that. That would have been really cool. It does come with a stand though. Although this might be the same stand as the other kit has for its shields and stuff, because the other kit has just a ton of shields on it. Let me look at the plastic too real quick here. So this one's pure white too. So this one's even not as like... Oh, this isn't the right one. I put that one away. Point is, this one doesn't have that same kind of milky white as the other one did. But, like I said, this one is saved for another time in another place. Not today, and not anytime soon. Because, as I mentioned earlier, what we have next, boom, real grade. I'm very excited about this. Look at all those decals, lordy lord. Wow. So interesting. As you can kind of see on the box art here, this is the thing I'm most excited about in these real grades. This right here. So with real grades, and I believe most master grades, have these inner frames inside of them. Basically, you build the inner frame first and then attach all the parts to it. And what that does is it kind of gives it more movement, I guess you would say, more articulation. But the thing that's really neat about this one, and I'm going to bring this box art back up here, is let's use this one here. If you take a look here, as you can see, gosh, it's something difficult. Okay, as you can see, it transforms. So no more two versions. It transforms itself, and Let's see how many runners we're going to be dealing with here. So this one we dealt with 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 runners total. 3 runners here. 2 runners here. 2 runners here. And 2 runners here. So it's a, well, oh, look at this book. No. I should have saved this for the next time I do it, but yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just the inner frame all by itself is probably its own. Undergated too? Wow. I am thoroughly excited to be building this. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not crazy about the art, I'll say. What? Is that true? I don't like that. Where's... Oh. $13. Interesting. Oh, so the head doesn't open. Okay. Listen, I'm spoiling myself here before we even get started on this thing. I am all sorts of excited about this. You can tell by my yawning. So cool. So this is definitely going to take more than 8 hours, that's for sure. But we will deal with that when we get there. So there we go. High grade. Meet real grade. Leave that up there as a tease for the next time. And that's it. Like I said, super excited for this. So that's all we got. So we'll see you next time, and I hope you had a good time. Have a good night, morning, whatever it is for you.